How's it going, guys? My name is Franker and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going back through 2025 and having a look at how much money I made as a YouTube channel with 1,041 subscribers. Now the year's not quite done yet, but we're filming this on the 10th of December, so near enough's good enough in my opinion. So I'm just gonna go back, check out how much money I made during the year, how I made those, how I made that money, the avenues that went through. It's pretty straightforward and self-explanatory, but I'm sure you guys might be pretty curious as to sort of what the earning potential might be for a small channel such as this. So let's just jump straight into firstly my channel analytics, or on 2024 here. So 2025 was a very mundane year for me. You can see that we were down significantly on views, subscribers, and watch hours. You can see here a big portion of the year I basically checked out. I just felt a little bit of burnout, and I thought I'll just take a little bit of a break, and got back into the swing of things sort of as of late. Had a couple of videos. We'll continue hopefully to upload into the new year. Just it happens, right? You need to take a break from time to time. Unfortunately, what this means is that we're not monetized, even though we ticked over the 1,000 subscribers bracket. You also need 4,000 hours of watch time in order to get monetized. You can see we're very close in 2024. Had we continued that that streak into next or this year, maybe we could have pushed up a little bit higher. But what I did also find is that crypto as a whole was probably a little bit more active in 2024. We saw some pretty big views coming in during that period, and it sort of died out, came back, and ultimately didn't really recover in 2025. Even when I was uploading here, you can see it really just started to peter out. Maybe that was just the quality of videos I was putting out, what was interesting to people at the time. You tell me, right? But definitely noticed a bit of a drop off in interest during 2025. So no money was made through YouTube itself in terms of being monetized and ad revenue and those sort of things. Or I know there's like special subs and things you can do like that. I don't run any of those things, so my YouTube channel itself actually doesn't make me any money at all. All of my money is just coming through solely referral bonuses. You can see if you go through like my content, I do a lot of Koinly reviews. If we scroll back down further, Coinspot and Swyftx reviews, those are always my better performing videos, and in those in all my videos I put referral bonuses, as you guys can see in every description, same as this video down below. So shameless shill, if you are looking to sign up to any one of these exchanges, please use my referral code, right? That's what helps fund this channel a little bit. You guys get free money, I get a little bit of free money. It all works out quite well. It is important to note I only put referral links in the description for exchanges and companies that I use personally. So these are not paid sponsorships or anything like that. That is just simply their referral programs that they run. You can use this referral program if you have a Coinspot or Swyftx account, and you've got a friend that wants to sign up. You can get them to use your referral link, and then you get $10, they get $10, right? So it's nothing too fancy, unfortunately, but $10 worth of free Bitcoin when you sign up, and then I get $10 as well. Obviously pays out a little bit. So as we just said, these videos are the ones that typically perform quite well. So that begs the question, how much did I actually make through these referral codes, as that's all I was using. So of course, as you guys can see, we had 4 referral codes that or actually 5, including ByBit. I don't think anyone used the ByBit one, so I didn't even look at that, admittedly, but we basically have 4 that we got something from. So starting off with the main one, the one that always seems to be doing the best, which is Coinspot. Why that is, I think Coinspot is a very popular exchange here in Australia. I think that's quite evident, and for whatever reason people are using the referral code. So that was fantastic. My Coinspot videos are always sort of top performing out of the videos that I have. Even today, like if you go back and you look at sort of what people are watching right now, in the last 48 hours, we've had 7 views on the Coinspot review. How to buy crypto on Coinspot, 6 views, 5 reasons to use Coinspot. So the top 3 videos, are all Coinspot related, or, adjacent, whatever it might be. Even the old videos from back in like 2023. So these would still, if people are watching this, even videos from 2023, people would be using these referral codes. So, that's always good to see. So how much did we make on Coinspot? We had 39 referrals, and that equated to $400. So it is $10 per referral, and for some reason they will randomly do like $20 referral bonus weekends and things like that. So one of them must have been like a $20 referral. So we had, you know, in total $400 from Coinspot from the year. So that's all right. I was pretty happy with that. To be honest, you never really know how much you got. Of course, that's, you know, $400. You know, at the time, because you get $10 worth of Bitcoin. So depending on where I sold that Bitcoin, it might have changed slightly. You know, it might have been, you know, maybe I sold it for a little bit higher if I held and the price increased, or maybe I sold it for a little bit less because, you know, I held on to it and the price of Bitcoin decreased. But yeah, $400 is near enough is good enough. That's the same for all of these where you're getting paid out in crypto. You know, I'm just going based off the how much I received at the time, which is $10 and $20 for Coinspot. So 400 all up for Coinspot. Now Swyftx, you know, as you guys can see, is probably the second biggest exchange here in Australia. So as you guys can see, you know, as of the top performing videos, I can't believe that one's got a 2023 Coinspot review. That was like my second video ever. Somehow that's got a view. Basically, you know, you can see that the Swyftx video has 4 views over the last 48 hours. So it still gets a little bit of traction on them. Generally speaking, these videos, you know, are, you know, do decently well. You know, you can see here that, you know, oh, where did I go? My computer's so slow at the moment. It's dying. It's so hot here in Australia at the moment. It's just, my computer's struggling. So you can see here that like these are generally you know, pretty good performing videos. So from Swyftx, just same thing from the $10 referrals, we got 7 referrals for $70. So $70 all up from Swyftx, so not too bad. You know, why is Swyftx so much less than Coinspot? You know, I always find that a bit surprising, because you think like, you know, okay, the videos are getting, you know, half the views, but for whatever reason the referrals just aren't as big. I don't know if there's more steps involved. Like Coinspot's very straightforward, like it's like sign up, deposit money, you get $10, right? Whereas Swyftx, I think, is like sign up, deposit, you know, trade $100, then you get your $10, right? So the more steps involved, the less people that are going to satisfy those needs. I haven't looked into the terms and conditions for a little bit, but I know that can be a bit of a problem. So $70 from Swyftx, so not too bad from there. So then crypto.com, this is the one that always really surprises me, because my crypto.com videos are by far, generally speaking, or they sort of are like my higher performing videos. I say they're on par with Coinspot, if not a little bit more. Sometimes you can see crypto.com card, that when they brought out credit cards, you know, we did a video on that, 600 views, not too bad. You scroll back down, you know, for some reason, you know, these ones didn't, the 2025 review didn't do too well, nor did this one. But if you go back into the past a bit more, you know, crypto.com Visa card changes, that's $2,600. So that's, you know, that's a pretty good performing video. You know, if we go back down, I know there's some bigger ones here. If we can find it, I won't be able to find it now. Where are we? Oh, it's here somewhere. I'll find it. I promise. We'll find it. It's not going to be here, is it? Somewhere down here. Here we go. Like crypto.com DeFi wallet, like a 10K view video. So that one's like, that did really well. Yeah, that's a video that still sometimes gets views, which is kind of crazy. I should probably do an update on that, considering it's so old. It's from 2023, so maybe we do a 2026 video, something like that. But in saying all of this, you know, whilst crypto.com, my computer's so slow right now, whilst crypto.com is a, you know, generally does pretty good on the videos. See, I'm not going to be able to find it now, am I? The video that I'm looking for. No, I don't know where it is, but like I had a video that did like 10K views or something, and another one, and I can't seem to find it right now, but that's all right. This year we only got $15 from crypto.com. That was one referral bonus. So the way crypto.com does theirs is that there's different criteria you can meet. So it's like if you sign up, get a Visa card, you get like $25. If you sign up, you know, using the referral code, you know, purchase Bitcoin or something, you get X amount, right? So there's different criteria, and you can sort of stack them and get up to like $50 in referrals. But for whatever reason, crypto.com just never does very well at all for whatever reason. So it is a bit disappointing. Only $15 from crypto.com, despite all of these views that I get on their on their stuff. So yeah, maybe that's, as we're talking about with Swyftx, you know, sort of the criteria that you need to meet. It is a little bit more complex to access or to get access to those that free, you know, CROs. So you know, maybe that has something to do with it. But generally, yeah, crypto.com, not a lot, only $15. And then the last one that we have is Koinly. I do a yearly Koinly video. See, I'm gonna have my computer explode by the end of this video because it's so hot in here. Crypto.com taxes. I do this every year. It is generally an okay performing video. You know, 160 views. That's probably actually the lowest that we've done of Koinly. You know, in the years, I think, you know, sort of a depreciating returns. You can see, you know, 1600 views, not too bad. If we go back, I did do a 2023 one as well, I do believe. If we can find it, it'd be like October-ish. Let me see if I can find it. It'll be his. Maybe I didn't. Maybe my first one was last year. I can't quite remember. But basically, these videos, the Koinly videos, do okay. I put them in the description of every video, but so, oh, there it is. So 2,300, so it does okay. And then pretty well every year since then, because the way it works is that you get basically credits for Koinly. You don't get like cash or crypto or anything. You just get credits. So next time you use a Koinly plan, you know, you can use those credits towards it. So basically, I just get my yearly, you know, crypto report for free, which is really nice. So, you know, it's not exactly cold hard cash, but I still consider it to be pretty good. Now, I can't really figure out how, you know, they don't do any sort of good breakdowns for you for how much I actually made in referrals this year. But I guess another way we can look at it is just by looking at the plan. So here's sort of the yearly plans. Last year, I paid for the $299 package. So I got that package for free. So I'm pretty well going to say this year I earned $299 as I made that for free. So not bad for, you know, videos, once again, that like don't perform, you know, these sort of videos don't get nearly as many views as, you know, some of the other ones, but in terms of dollar value, they, you know, they actually, you know, are well and truly punching above their weight. You know, probably only got, you know, 5,000 or not even, maybe like 3,000 or 4,000 views total from the Koinly videos. But I've been getting free Koinly, you know, yearly reports for the last couple of years since I've been doing this, so it's really good. You know, really nice return on investment for that. You know, one video every year. So yeah, $299 from Koinly, basically for free. So all in all, when you add all of that up, it comes to, oh, what does it say? $784 for the year. So not too bad. Like, it's not massive amounts of money. As we said, we sort of slacked off quite a bit this year. If you have a look back, there could have been a lot more in there. I don't know how I did last year. I thought I did a video on this last year, but apparently I didn't. So, you know, hard to really say, you know, if it was an improvement or, you know, deep, or whatever the opposite of improvement is. I can't think right now, but hopefully next year we can do a little bit better. But hopefully that gives you guys a bit of an idea of, you know, what you can earn as a YouTube channel, you know, with just 1,000 subs. You know, that's $784 for the year. So not too bad, I would say. You know, of course, depending on what niche you're in and what, you know, what you're offering as a you know, YouTuber, your earning potential would be very different. I know that, you know, it's a lot easier in sort of the finance realm, especially with crypto, when there's just referral codes you can put in the bottom of every video, and then they can sort of just net you money. Whereas if you're like a gaming channel or something like that, it's probably a little bit harder. You know, what are you going to put in the description of a gaming video, right? Like there's no real good referrals or anything like that. So I know I'm in a little bit more of a, I guess you could say, higher earning niche, you know, and I do really specifically target, you know, the, you know, very specific things like Coinspot and, you know, how to buy crypto in Australia and those sort of things, because they are very specific, and, you know, people look for that and then they use those referral codes. So, you know, sort of makes sense in my head. But yeah, hopefully that gives you guys a bit of an idea. I'll do another one next year. We'll be able to go back and have a look at this and see how we did. If you do enjoy this sort of content, but remember to hit that subscribe button. We're now over 1,000 subs, so let's push that up. If you did watch all the way, thank you for pushing up that watch time. Let's try and get monetized this year, and push even further into 2026. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.